Hello, welcome back. Last time I finished up Discorin's non-troll entry and started on Bithro and the Cold Corridor. Got a couple of rooms done. I think I've done the most tedious ones. I remember the rest of these being a little bit more of a breeze than the first three. First two, plus this one if you want to do it the proper way. But let's see if that memory holds true here. So, force arrows. In order to get out, the Slayer must stab these golems on all the pressure plates. Fun. Okay, Slayer manipulation. Alright. I won't die because you can't reach me. Hold on, I'm gonna check something. There was a claim that perhaps the Slayer quote has to do with how far Bithro is from the entrance when he appears. The Slayer comes for you. Wisp gathers and seeks. Let me now flee. I've run kind of far away. Just learning about DROD here instead of the actual entry. If I'm here... My hook yearns to meet you. That's what I heard there, right? Yeah. At this distance he says different things. There's that one. The best one. Okay, fascinating. So the distance affects what his quotes are. Alright. I learned something about DROD that I did not know before, even after playing this game for like 5 years or however long. With like no breaks ever. This is probably the game that I have played the most since however long ago it was that I started. Right, so he wants to puncture me, or something. I can lock him up again with... No, wait, what? I can lock him up again at any time I want him to step here. Alright, so... this becomes a puzzle of... how do I set up a rock golem in all the spots where it needs to go and then have a Slayer stab it? So... things that I observe. I probably want to do... hold both of these plates before I open either of these doors, because, well, that's not strictly true, but I want this door closed when I want to hold this plate, and this door closed when I want to hold this plate, because otherwise it's going to be hard to get the golem in place. That's not actually true because there's shallow water, so I can kind of just do whatever I want. Alright, let's do whatever I want. So like, in the spirit of doing whatever I want, I can just do this. Well, okay, the shallow water was too close to that. However, I can still kind of just do whatever I want, like this. Hi Slayer, you're here? Oh shoot, well, alright, I see how that's false. It's just not convenient to do it that way. Also, there's this whole weird mechanism here. What's the point of this? Okay, so what's going to be the best thing to do here? I want the Slayer to see me, but the Golem not to? Okay, that's the part that seems like it's going to take some doing. Let's just do the easiest looking plate and get a feel for how to approach this problem, then I'll try the trickier looking ones. How odd. I don't know what the point of all this is. Let's see what happens if I step here. So he's released. Then outside the shallow water, I can just get him where I don't really want him. I mean, sure, you're standing there. Maybe I want to position the Slayer first? I don't know. Let's have both of these things dance around together and just see what happens. So I'm gonna see if I can move the Slayer here. Well, no, he's gonna not do what I want. Okay, so I can get away from the Slayer in such a way that puts him there. Then maybe this will just work itself out. So if I stand here, he's going to turn his hook. No, he moved. So if the Golem had already been... Alright, I feel like I'm making a big mess of this, but At the same time, I feel like I can make it work messily. So this setup should allow this to happen. Except the Slayer moves first. So that means I would want that. Okay. So watch this. There we go. Okay, well, I mean, that worked. And I can put away the Slayer if I want. Slayer's been put away. Alright, sure. I held a plate. Okay. So that was in open space, essentially. Which gives me hope I could do all the rest in open space if I needed to. Okay, sure. I mean, if I have a system, then why change it? Because I think I'm satisfied with this arrangement. Yeah, this one should be especially easy because it's at an edge. I can force him to turn his hook in a way that helps me out. There we go. Sure. Alright. Back in your cage. Come on. Okay. I should still try and be smart about this. This one has a wall next to it, so that's just going to be easier to do. So those are alternating. Those have nothing to do with each other. Okay, so I can just do this. Well, kind of. Apparently I'm choosing to release the Slayer first. Okay, sure. I shall now make many holes in your skin. Alright, so Slayer, I need you to kill that golem right now, okay? How can I cause you to do that? That seems not the easiest thing in the world. He put himself away. Okay. So my plans have all just completely gone out the window here. What do I even want? I'm really not sure at this point. I'm just gonna do things and see if they happen to work out. Golem comes there. Slayer, could you... Yeah, step a little differently. Sure, that's fine. That's almost fine. Why don't you instead do something else? Almost. That's real close. If I can get one more little turn here, which I imagine I can do like this. This is the wrong way to do the room, but it's working, so I'm not going to question it too hard. Sword up, little man. Thank you. That works. What a weird way of Slayer manipulation. This feels funny. Okay, so I think I want this. And then that was not a good way to do that. Well, I mean, shallow water solves that problem. It's no problem. Just do this. There. Then I can shallow water my way over here and not accomplish that, but that's fine. It's not important. I can just make it work. Okay, so you're gonna do that, huh? Why don't you not? Provide me some small challenge, please. Okay, you. Come all the way down there, then, if you're gonna do that. Slayer's gonna kill him. He didn't. No, he's fine. Oh, there we go. Sure. Slayer, you just stay out there. I don't even need to be putting you away, really. Alright, now come this direction and face down there. You're not going to face far enough. But maybe I can, like, do something like this. Go all the way around. Well, you know, that might still work. Stand somewhere. The golem's going to move. Okay, so that's not great. Alright. So what about a configuration like this? I mean, the Slayer hook's not in the right place for this to work, but maybe I can still make it work by doing something like Yeah, I need the Slayer to turn at the very least. That's a start. Almost. There. Okay, well, that's good enough. That didn't feel like the right way to do that, but it got it done. Is there a prettier way? Chaco, you have fewer moves. Show me how you do it.
I shall now make many holes in your skin.
No, I mean, that's not really any different in essence from what I did. It's a different configuration. It's executed better and faster, sure. Okay, so I think this right here is more like what that was supposed to look like. Alright, well, I got it done, he got it done. It's not that different. It's fine. Alright, so I believe I remember this being about riding a raft with an Omplic. Using him to... Okay, I can't stab any of those, so I need to be in the center for that whole time. By having the Omplic do this, I just need his beam to light that and that. Then that'll release those two, and this door means that I have to keep at least one alive going down here, but I can kill the other one. Okay. Let's get up close with an Omplic. So doing this means... Now, I've done stuff like this before, and this will not be the last time that I do this in this compilation. There's another room that's about this that I recall. Let's see. So I could just simply... do this. That's what it is. That's the dance. Just due to movement preferences and stuff, that happens to work great. Now I'm gonna have to run a little circle around you to get my sword in a better way, but that's totally fine. Alright, cool. Your job is basically done. Just need you to actually do it. There we go. And there we go. Okay, thank you. Oh, hold on, he needs to step there. That can be arranged. Whoa, careful. It's a bit close, but it works. Great. Something went wrong. Oh no, it didn't. It just hadn't exploded yet. Alright, I'm gonna kill one of you, because I only need one alive for this dance. Oops, I did the dance wrong. Oops, I did the dance wrong. There we go. Okay, done. Alright. Okay, so this is actually very straightforward and pretty fun. So all of this pressure plate is bad. Don't touch that pressure plate. Push water skipper along using this tool. Each of these tools, get them onto these spots so that the roach has a smooth surface and steps here and kills the skippers and opens my way to that. Yes, that seems accurate. Okay. Now I need to use his stun turn to do that, to move next to him, then do some of this. Okay. With a stick, this is pretty straightforward, I would say. But yeah, pushing water skippers on land. Always a fun and interesting process. I guess you go in there, and that's fine. Okay, you found your home. You, I suspect, can go here. Just fine. The one with the spear obviously goes in that other spot. Okay, so Force Arrow protects me. Ooh, there's an order to this. I can't do this now because that will kill me. Got it. Unless I do this, which might make it okay. Seems that way to me. Force Arrow again protects me. There we go. Alright, now as long as I can use a pickaxe to get you into that spot, Which it seems very likely that I can... No, I can't. Right. Right. Okay, well, I can't do that then. Alright, so back to this. Let's do the spear one first, because that's very straightforward. I know what I'm doing with it. Not much puzzle to that part. Okay, so pickaxe. Pickaxe, seemingly, since I didn't have a way to push it to the south after this point, seemingly has to go here, which means the stick one does go in the obvious place. It just didn't feel as easy to put it there as it did to put it in the other spots. I can do this. There we go. That's the way to go. Okay, done. Roach does his thing. He dies, you die, everybody dies. Everybody's happy. Cool. Alright. So, Wraithwings. I get a stick for shoving Wraithwings around, which might seem strange, but it's totally going to come in handy. So with this stick, I have to get all the way around here. I'm going to drop that, have many oblique beams coming at me. Wraithwings are my protection from that. They might become inclined to bite me during this process, since there is more than one of them. So I'm going to have to be careful not to let that particular thing happen. But mostly I just want to get them into a happy formation that lets me not get beamed. This is almost it. But doesn't the stick protect me from beaming? To some extent, but I have to do something a little bit different here, right? So something a little bit different needs to happen, somehow. Is that good enough? Well, that makes that awkward. Yeah, that's real awkward, actually. Okay, well, I did something different. Okay, this isn't quite working super well in my favor, but I'm gonna just kinda brute force my way through here, because that seems to be working so far. If I do this, will I survive? Well, yes, but I'll be stunned. And you're gonna kill me, of course. And you kill me if I do that. Alright, so I'm out of options at that point. Yeah, okay, so that particular configuration did not go my way. So what I want is maybe something more like this. So it's only... So in these three tiles, I can defend myself with my stick just fine. It's here that I need Wraithwing help. So one needs to land over there? Okay, I see the ideal configuration. So what I want to happen... I probably want them in a better move order. The ideal configuration is a Wraithwing here, here, and here. Oh, that's not 5, that's 6, never mind. Okay, then I'm not sure what the ideal configuration is. Alright, so you're number 1. I'm gonna take you first. Ooh. And try not to let your friends kill me. Number 1, you go first. Are you number 2? You are. Number 1, go out there. Number 2 is this one at this point, I think, yeah? Like, this just kind of works once you get it, but I haven't gotten it yet. Like, at least I have a stick to do this. If I step here, I die. If I wait here, he runs away. I can push you one more, but then you decide to kill me. Okay, this is, this right here is encouraging, kind of. That's not. Alright, I need you to be a little bit aggressive toward me. I need to push you. There we go, I pushed you. Okay, is that good enough? So if you land here, this might be good. It's not. No, this won't work. Except it did somehow. Alright, magic happened. I don't know what that was, but magic happened. I'll take it. So if I just pull you sort of over this way a little bit, then push south, it's not going to work. Well, now what? Now I need to attract one like this. There we go. Okay, well that's a start, I guess. No, don't bite me. I need somebody to be farther south. I mean, okay, I guess I can push you like that, kind of. Okay, sort of. I mean, okay, that did the job, basically. Gonna have to kill these Wraithwings at some point, but they'll just sort of come to me once I'm down there. In fact, they might even be able to die in the Omplic fire traps. I need somebody further to my south. That's not gonna happen this way. Alright, so I need to just get them against this surface, pretty much. That's my task. So I'm gonna use you as bait to pull these two in. Kinda got one, but didn't quite. Oh boy, Wraithwing aggression. It's always a time. Ouch. I like that you're way over here now. In fact, yeah, this will make you better bait. The more this way you are, the more aggressive those will be toward me. Good. Okay. That seems encouraging. That seems extremely encouraging. I like what I see. Yes, you join your friends. Kind of like this. Kind of, but not exactly. More like that. Sort of. Sort of. Go that way. Then go this way. Then go. I mean, that's almost it. It's not quite, though. Except, again, magic sort of happened, but not quite. I think I need one closer to me. So why don't you stay there and be my attractor? Because that's not going to work. Okay, so maybe I want to, like, pull one along. I don't think I get the opportunity. Once they're down there, that's just where they're gonna be. But maybe magic will happen. It seems to have. Almost. So close. There, magic happened. I did it. Don't know if I could repeat that, but I made it happen once, and that's enough for me. So it should be enough for you too. There we go. Entry done. Cool. I did it. Alright. Here is a thing I should not do. Something I should not do is to leave the nastiest entries that I know are going to give me the most trouble for the very last. This is one of them. This is another one. Let me see if I can get the first room of this done, probably using a demo that I made a long time ago, because it's just that nasty. Right, so And Then There Were None by Uncopy 2002. This was, Christmas is coming, however, in order to stop B3 from getting blah 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 blah. By P. Oh, is that your name? Back to Hub. So a lot of effort went into this entry, but level uses room lighting for non-cosmetic purposes. Oh, I need to know what the lighting is. I'm not into the holiday stuff, so I'm not going to be reading those for the most part. This entire entry is all about move order, and despite the amount of effort that went into it, it kind of turned out with an experience that's actually pretty nasty. As far as I know, most of the players did not have a good time here. myself included. Right, so this is the non-cosmetic lighting. So red pressure plates, white pressure plates. So those open, these close. So if I just... Okay, so my goal is to kill all these roaches on... Those are hot tiles in Mosaic Frost. This never opens. There's no way down. So my goal is to kill the roaches here and... What? That's all pit. Oh, exit there. There and there. That's the way forward. It's confusingly laid out. Wait, no. You don't kill the roaches on these hot tiles. You kill them on the fire traps. Right. Okay, so all of this. Just ignore this entire bottom. It's completely ornamental, including that room exit. That's not a room exit. Those are walls. Okay. So that clears that up. This is back to hub. That's nice. Interesting that the level clear gate is here. I never finished this entry. Anyway, right, so if I just run down here, I want these fire traps on, these doors open, and all the roaches in here and dying down there. If I just run under here... Right, there's a bunch of dialogue. Again, not really going to be reading it. Doesn't matter, this is in order. If I just run down, don't pay attention to anything, nothing good happens. There's a scroll there. Tell me that's not a challenge scroll. I hope not. Anyway, so there are pressure plates and things for releasing other roaches. If you just kind of mess around, again, nothing good is going to happen. So let's use these two to press those plates and release more roaches. Do I want to do this? The answer is yes, I'm fairly certain, but if I don't... Right, trapdoor means I can only step there so many times without doing that. Alright, so let's analyze this a bit. Due to turn order nonsense, different things will happen here based on who's who and who does what. Alright, so why is this red? Because I don't want to press it, but I do want to press this. Or if I press this, then afterward I want to press that. So this is just like evaluation. Well, no, it's not evaluation order. It's turn order. So I know that this will happen first, then this will happen. So it will end with this door open and that door open. Okay? That's cool. However, with this turn order, this will end with this door closed. It didn't. What? What did I misevaluate? This closes. That opens. This is... Oh, that's number 1. I was looking at the wrong roach. Got it. Okay, so that all worked just fine. Cool. The fire traps do have to be on, though, and those have to be pressed before any of these. So I need to stack up a whole bunch of roaches down here and press those before you touch those two plates. Because they also close the doors. This doesn't open. There's no tar in the room, by the way. Alright, so... Anyway, this is an incredibly unpleasant room. Just involves a bunch of move order shuffling with roaches doing just crazy magic. My recollection was that I wanted to release this. Maybe not yet. Let's wait a turn. Or do I want to do it now? So doing this lets me stack those up. Let's see, if I do this with this turn order, they're going to be able to do that. However, that doesn't help me. And this is why I'm going to have to copy a demo. Because there's no way I'm going to be able to stack the roaches enough to get there, probably. After this room, the entry lets up a bit, but it's this first super nasty room that just, asks way too much and gates the rest of the levels. So I'm going to go look at my demo and see what I did, because I have a working solution to this already. It's zero fun to try to derive it from this. I'll be right back. Well, okay, so I watched my demo. Where did this start? Here. I watched my demo and I'm not sure I could make sense of what I did. So, what I did was something like... Step on that. Wait until this happens, then do these things simultaneously. I went up here to, like, catch those roaches. This doesn't look right. But I think it is, actually. So I bring you along, like this. Do I press that now? I think so. Maybe not. Let's not yet. Alright, so I've pressed one of these. Got a stack of 4 there. Should I even bother looking at the move order? So it's just low to high, left to right. So what I need to do is catch this roach on this row of 3. You are number 9, which is later than this. Which means I think I can just do that and it'll be fine. Okay, so I pressed both of those. And then some sort of magic I did earlier there made it possible to do these in the right order. So if I just go straight up here, that goes wrong. So I have to first shuffle a bit differently. I changed something. What did I change? Okay, so I want this to happen before that. You're number 5, you're number 8, so that's not currently true. I need a different setup. Still 5 and 8. Alright, so something I did during that process worked better in my demo than it did this time, so somebody has to land differently here. Okay, let's try and debug. So yeah, we just got 5 and 8. We need something different from that. Alright, so I think I can actually sort of reason this out. In this column, I need a number that is greater than the one in this column. Okay. So at what point did I commit to those roaches being there? Seemed like pretty early, isn't it? Isn't it 5 and 8 from the very beginning? No. So you're 5. You're 8. Maybe I want this 8 to land elsewhere. Where did 8 come from? He came out there. Maybe I do this. I'm not sure. Well, okay. I mean, this presses both of those simultaneously, which seems good, but it seems like it's going to cause me problems down the road. Alright, so similarly to how I want... Well, this is wrong, but it might fix itself on the way back up. So similarly to how I want a higher number here than here, I want a higher number here than here. So I have 2 and 1, so this is already fulfilled. These will work fine. I have to get someone later here than whoever is here right now. But otherwise I can just sort of release all the roaches and be happy about it. So we got 6 and 5. That's wrong. So what will happen here? Alright, so I do need to drop this at some point. Alright, what do we have right now? If I just walk straight north and do 3 and 6, that's wrong. So I need to somehow either get 6 out of the way and get somebody earlier in there. Is anybody earlier? 4. Where did you come from? There, and there's not much I can do to change how that lands. Unless maybe if I drop the trapdoor gate first and let number 10 stack up there, let's try that. Oh wait, something different happened. Well, now you're 8, sure. But no, this is never going to get the one I want in the place where I want it. Yeah, this is still wrong. And I don't think I can fix it with this sort of thing, can I? Unless maybe by some magic I can. So we got 7 and 8. And at this point 4 and 3, so both of these are wrong, right? No, this way is correct. Yeah, okay, so that way is fine. If I just sort of mess with things for a bit, does anything good happen? 7 and 8. Still 7 and 8. Alright, should probably look at my demo again at this point. So I don't think I have... Wait, something happened. Roaches shuffled. Still 7 and 8, though. And I mean, one more shuffle and I'm just not even pressing these plates at all. Yeah, so this is the experience of playing this entry. Not really all that enjoyable. I'm gonna take another look at what I can do here before I go check my demo again. I could wait here. So we got 7, this is 9. Later than 8. That sounds good. Are you 8? You're 10. Alright, so let me see if I can have 9 land in a happy place like that. Okay, so now we should have 9 and 8. 9 and 8, and then 3 and 4. Sounds good, right? Okay, that happened correctly. That happened correctly. Alright. Sure, why not? I'll take it. Just let everybody go here. This is going to close me in, so I have to have all the roaches released and all the fire traps on and all the doors open at this point. There we go, that clears it. They roasted to roach meat, and then there were 11. Alright. Cool, so that's one room clear and in, and then there were none. I got a first place. Fantastic. Nobody wants to optimize that room, least of all me. I'm sure that's not optimal, but I'll just be happy with my first place. Okay, I'll just be happy with my first place. Right, okay, that's one room in there. So at least the rest of the level is ungated now. Probably not going to use demos for most of the rest of those rooms. I don't have demos for every room in here. So this level's like a big ring. It goes all the way around like this and comes back here. I got about halfway around, then just gave up on like the northwest section. So those will be all new to me. And I hear they're super nasty. But at least I made a little bit of progress in that. So this is one to chip away at slowly. Alright, cool. But next time I think I'm going to go to a happier place. Ooh, this is looking awfully tempting. This is a hard but extremely enjoyable entry. I might go here next time, or I might not. We'll see. I'll see you then.